DJI just dropped their Mic Mini, and I ordered the combo and the single version of the Arctic White because I wanted the color option, but I also have the Hollyland Lark Mark II, which is an exceptional mic, and I wanted to run you through the differences that I have noticed to help you make a better buy. So first off, let's clear the air for the Mic 2. If you need any of the 3 features that I'm about to mention, then you just have to go to the Mic 2. If you need internal recording, 32-bit float, the ability to plug in a lavalier mic into the actual transmitter, then you have to go up to the Mic 2 beyond these systems. All right, that's just the way that it is. If you want the extra control of the settings using the touch-sensitive screen on the Mic 2, then you're going to want to go up to the Mic 2. So it's obviously significantly more expensive, but that's just something you should be aware of. Now, when it comes to the Lark and the Mic Mini, at the end of the day, the audio quality between the two is going to be negligible. It's going to be similar enough, and you could do enough in post that the main things you need to focus on are the auxiliary features that are going to make them more useful to you. So, in my opinion, the Mic Mini is a better case because the Mic Mini gives you 2 transmitters plus the dead cats plus the 3.5mm cable plus the receiver all inside the case plus the USB-C or the Lightning if you have that, which means 1 box and you're ready to rock. This guy requires you to have some extra stuff because you've got 2 transmitters, 1 receiver, plus the magnets, and that's it. Which means if you want to use the USB-C, you have to put that in a separate bag. If you want to use this dead cat sea urchin, all right, this sea urchin of a dead cat, then you're going to have that separately as well. And so that starts to just be a few more things to keep up with, and I would have preferred if everything fit in 1 box. That would be great. So that's my first thing. Now, the second thing that I think is better about the Mic Mini is going to be the whole dead cat situation. The way that those dead cats connect to the Mic Mini is significantly more professional looking than the dead sea urchin on my chest, which we've been discussing, okay? Okay. But I will say that when you put the black cover on one of these little pucks, this thing looks more professional than that whole DJI front-facing thing. It just does. I think that like the clean black look or the clean white look that you can get with this. So if you are someone that knows you're not going to regularly be using dead cats like this and you're going to be pretty much always sticking with a little mic like that, well then I would say that the Lark 2 has a much more professional look and that might be important to you over the Mic Mini. Then we have to get to the actual size of this little puck thing. I think that this is a much better form factor. I love that you do not have to have the clip on the back of these like you have to have on the Mic Mini. That's kind of a loss to me for them. I like the way that the Lark lets you just connect a clip if you want to, but I almost never do. I'm always going to be using this little necklace thing, which I love. It can slip under a shirt, it can be over a shirt, doesn't really matter, and that's the way that I use it. So that's just something that I think is like, again, an auxiliary feature, but worth considering. The last thing that I would say in regards to the 2 systems is the Lark controller right here, the Lark receiver, this little guy, is really nice and small and simple to use. I love that there's only 3 settings and they work really well. And if you want to switch to the noise canceling, you just press this little yellow button 1 time and it goes noise canceling on or noise canceling off. Absolutely incredible. The Mic Mini does give you a little more gradation. You have a little more range of control with the little dial, which I like. They give you the -6, the -12, or the +6 or the +12. But again, what I have found is this does more than good enough in that range that is not a feature that is necessary for me, which brings me to the last thing that I think is really important if you're considering between these 2 systems, and that is how it connects to the phone. The Mic Mini with the USB-C, the way that it connects to the phone is really awkward. It's got this huge chunky thing sticking out of the front of the phone, and it's just not the best compared to the Lark, which allows you to just plug in this tiny little dongle into the phone, and you're good to go. You're out to run and gun and do all that stuff. So that would be my final thing. If you're someone that is always filming on your phone, and that's the way you're going to stick with, then I would go with the Lark. I think it's a better option for phone videographers and all that kind of stuff. However, if you're someone that's always using like an Osmo Pocket 3, which I do use, I got the Mic Mini for that reason, because I use the DJI Mic 2, and while I can plug the Lark to the back of the Osmo Pocket 3, because you have the USB-C in and it does work, I still prefer the seamless connection of the DJI Mic Mini or the DJI Mics to the Osmo Pocket 3. So I hope that this video kind of helped you see what I have thought through in considering these options. Certainly I did not need the Mic Mini, all right? This is definitely one of those things that I bought because I'm a product reviewer and I'm trying to help people make the better buy, so I'm willing to get that to do the test and run those things. But that's kind of where I've arrived. I don't think the battery life between the 2 cases and everything is a big deal. It just doesn't matter. These things are all really good now, and that's kind of where I sit. So I hope that this helped you. If it did, consider liking and subscribing, and maybe even come check out my content creation community, which is at flippingliving.com. I have a screaming child that you may have just heard, which is not fun. I hope you didn't hear that. So, yeah. I do have that's just a kid walking by because I'm outside. And I would say, come check out my community at flippingliving.com. If you want to check it out, join a content creation community. It's mainly focused on a platform called Flip, but I'm obviously sharing all of that material here on YouTube as well, and that's been really fun. So it's a great way to gain access to a lot of different products, to make reviews on, to share information, and to make good money. I just crossed $40,000 in revenue on that platform, and that's been insane. So hope this helps you. Let's keep having fun, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.